All right, I will say good morning. Let us begin. So we are Mirz Hashem beginning a new os. This morning in Tzidkas HaTzaddik, we are beginning os Nun Aleph. A really beautiful piece by the Rebbe. Actually, I just sent out the PDF in the chat. So let's begin. We'll actually take a look at the Be'urei HaChasidus on page Kuf Chaf Aleph. So in the Be'urei HaChasidus he writes as follows. Kol hatzlacha haba'a la'adam machmas hishtadlus ha'adam. Thank you. Machmas ha'adam bekoach ha'enoshi b'shiras hayetzis. So let's analyze a little bit. So remember, the Rebbe over here now is beginning to discuss what I think is something incredibly important. And the yesod that he's discussing over here is the battle against the Yetzer Hara. So remember again, we've been building through this. We've been building up. In the last Seif, the Rebbe took a little bit of a, not a detour, because it's all connected, but he went in a little bit of a different direction, discussing the concept of Bi'ita Achishena. So now, in Nun Al, but beforehand, if you remember, he was talking about the power of one's koach and the struggles that one has in life. And that how sometimes the greatest strength that you develop is a result of conquering your weakness. We all struggle with specific things, and when I go ahead and find the koach to be able to overcome my weakness, that often becomes the very source of my strength. So the Rebbe now says over here something amazing. Any success I have, Let me translate this a little bit out of order. Bekoach hanoshi b'shviras hayetzer hara milamale es chafetzo uritzono betavas haguf. So we'll say, I have a particular desire, a particular taiva, and I fight against that taiva. I go ahead and literally I do battle against it, and I'm able to overcome that taiva. And the way I'm able to overcome it, ultimately, again, is through hishtadlus ha'adam, through human effort. So I struggle with something, I struggle with a taiva, with a particular desire, and I work hard to overcome it, and I'm able to overcome it. I'm able to resist the temptation of sin, and I'm able to do so literally through my own work, through my own resolve. Listen to this. Nikra v'nechshav lo hadavar be'enei HaKadosh Baruch Hu Rak lechein v'yofi bilvad. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu sees this, he says to himself, oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. Lechein v'yofi bilvad. Chein kishein nitzchono shalim. V'yofi kishein nitzchono shalva ina muchlat. So, again, in the introduction, which I did not go into over here, the Rebbe discusses the pasuk from Mishlei, Sheker achein v'hevel hayofi. But suffice it to say that chein and yofi refer to things that are very nice, but not complete. Not complete. So we'll say, so we're going to read these words, and at first glance, this makes absolutely no sense. So what the Rebbe is saying is, if I struggle with a particular desire, and I overcome it, how do I overcome it? I overcome it through my ability to work on myself, to resist temptation. So the Rebbe says, that's very nice, but at the end of the day, it's not complete. It's not complete. Kimo shemavor la'alan, shemechuna b'shamayim, sheker hachein v'hevel hayofi. V'zemishum, so we'll say, so I don't understand what the Rebbe is describing over here. So just listen to what the Rebbe just said. If I struggle with a particular desire, and I find the strength within myself to be able to overcome that desire, and I resist the temptation to sin, I resist the temptation to go ahead and give in to my wants and desires, the Rebbe says that's very nice, but it's okay. It's okay. It's not great. What? Isn't what the Rebbe is describing over here the pinnacle of human accomplishment? The ability to resist temptation, the ability to resist desire, the ability to go ahead and want to do something, but yet not give in, not do so, because I'm able to overcome that. Again, that's the pinnacle of human accomplishment. And here, the Rebbe is describing that as something nice. So what's the pshat? We'll say this is incredible. So why is it that he describes it as remember, so Hevel and Yofi, or I should say what the Rebbe says, Chen and Yofi, refers to things that are nice, but are incomplete. So sheker achein vehevel hayofi. The Rebbe says, the pasuk in Mishlei says, there are things in life that are nice, but they're not all that great. So if I find the ability to overcome my desires through my own personal will, through my own personal strength, that's nice, but it's not great. Why not? It's incomplete. Listen to what he writes. V'zeh mishum shebenitzachon kazeh ha'adam eino batuach sheyihye lo kiyum la'ad ve'im kein eino amiti v'kavua benafsho. So listen to this, because let me go ahead and go to the end first, and then I'll bring it back in. What the Rebbe is going to suggest is something dramatically amazing. That in life, in order to be successful in any particular endeavor, you must make Hashem your partner. And if you don't make the Ribono Shel Olam your partner, by definition, even if you are quote-unquote successful, the effort is stunted. And even in working on myself, if I have a particular thing, I have a particular weakness, and I work on it, and I overcome it, but I think that the work is all me, and I don't rely on HaKadosh Baruch Hu's partnership, and I don't rely on the Ribono Shel Olam to help me, and I don't realize that I can't be successful without him, that is a stunted effort. Even if it looks like I'm successful, the Rebbe says it's sheker hachein vehevel hayofi. It's nice, but it's fundamentally incomplete. So I went ahead, let's see it now inside. He says as follows, V'zeh mishum shebenitzachon kazeh. When a person is successful with something in life, and this type of success, that the Rebbe is describing is the type of success where you do it all on your own. You do not invite the Ribono Shel Olam to be your partner. Eino batuach sheyeh lo kiyum la'ad. It's hard to say that it's going to endure. It's hard to say that a success that in which man does not invite God to be a partner in his endeavor is going to be a successful one. Ve'im kein, eino amiti v'kavua benafsho. Kihari, listen to this, because we know the way it works. Kihari hayetzer hara, page kuf chaf aleph, left-hand column. Kihari hayetzer hara, miskaber u'mischadesh al ha'adam b'chol yom. The Yetzer Hara, will say, the interesting part, the challenging part of the Yetzer Hara is, I could work on most things in life, if you practice, and you reinforce, and you work harder and harder and harder, you become better, more proficient, and the task becomes easier. Interestingly enough, the one thing that does not work that way in life is ruchnius. Because at the end of the day, you could try, and I could put in effort, and I could put in good effort, but a person never reaches the level where they say, okay, Baruch Hashem, now I've put in so much effort that the Yetzer Hara has been neutralized. Right? There's nothing more. The only time the Yetzer Hara is neutralized is when a person dies, after 120. But the Rebbe is quoting the Gemara over here that the Yetzer Hara is mischadesh, is miskaber b'chol yom. Every single day the Yetzer Hara goes. So that's why sometimes we have these moments in life where we do something wrong, and I say to myself, I can't believe I did this. Right? I've been working so hard on myself, and I've been good for so long, and I have so many days of positive traction. I'm making so much, and now I did this. And then we look at it, I look in the mirror and I say, my gosh, it just seems so counterintuitive that I behaved this way, and it makes no logical sense. But that's because sometimes we approach the world of Ruchnius assuming that because I was good Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that of course Friday should be easy. But that's not the way the world of Ruchnius works. It's Yisro, it's Yitzro Shal Adam Miskabra Alav B'chol Yom. The Yetzer Hara, just because you won on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, does not make Friday's battle any easier. Now the difference is now, once I overcome the Yetzer Hara a number of times, I know how it works. I know what my triggers are. I know what my weaknesses are. But at the end of the day, the battle is still the battle. And therefore the Rebbe says, V'im yom echa menatzeach also. But it's very profound. If on one day I'm able to overcome the Yetzer Hara, adayin yesh lo lachshosh sha'al af shenitzcho hayom, ulai machar lo yinatzchenu. I'll say, what a profound statement. just because I was successful today, I have to recognize that I may not be successful tomorrow. See what I was saying? So this is sometimes the great mistake we make in Ruchnius. Because like I said, in any other skill set in life, if I work hard, I build myself up, success today is a good indicator of success tomorrow. That's the way life works, right? Whatever it is, you fill in the blank, whatever skills you're building up in your career. If I have a successful day today, because I built a skill, chances are I'll be able to use that skill in a successful way tomorrow. That's just the way, right? Whatever the skill is, the one thing it doesn't work with is ruchnius. I could be incredibly successful today. I could have a great day, and yet tomorrow, I could just make a dramatic mistake. And I think, I don't know, maybe not. I know it happens to me all the time. I think it happens to us. And it's so upsetting. And it's so profoundly like, I'm so angry at myself. I can't believe I did this and I don't know where it comes from. I just came off of a great Shabbos. I just came off of an inspired moment. I just had this moment of Aliyah. Now, how am I doing this? That's because Yitzro Shel Adam Miskabra Alav B'chol Yom. That's because the Sahara is the internal struggle is unlike anything else in this world. You can be successful for years and then have a dramatic failure that comes out of, not comes out of nowhere, nothing comes out of nowhere. But again, we'll have to stop over here for today. I'm going to pick up with this in Mir Hashem tomorrow, but you see where the Rebbe is going with this. That's why, in order to be spiritually successful in life, one must bring HaKadosh Baruch Hu as a partner. And therefore, anything that is done, that a person thinks they do on their own, the Rebbe titles that as Sheker HaChein Veheval Hayofi. I want to be clear. The Rebbe is not at all saying that the effort is not mine. Of course the effort is not mine. But the Rebbe is trying to paint a picture that by definition, any endeavor in life that only involves human effort is usually not going to endure. But any effort that is a synergistic partnership between me putting in my hishtadlus, but recognizing that my efforts are only blessed if the Ribono Shel Olam is involved, that's something that has staying power. We'll, Amir Hashem, see it inside tomorrow. We'll stop over here.